Hello, everybody. It's Brian and Dave. Thought we'd start things off a little different this time. That's Moontooth. We're just going to call them the official band of our podcast,
Yep.
of the Football Farm.
But don't tell them, because we might have to give them money.
Yeah. No, we're not going to tell them.
No.
Why would we tell them? So yeah, that's Moontooth. What do you guys think?
It's terrific.
You can let us know. You can rate and review. If it's too rough for you guys, we can tone it down. But why would we do that?
No.
No, because this podcast is rough and ready.
Our show is for us. It's not for the listeners.
Yeah. So Dave, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Yes.
What have you been up to? You've been at the in-laws over the weekend?
Well, yeah. Wasn't particularly. It was more of a solemn occasion. So.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
That's all right.
We got to see family anyway.
Did.
Yeah.
Anniversary. Terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Did Vanguard and Good Kind within 3 days of each other, so that was pretty.
Oh, I didn't realize you did both.
Of course it did.
That's a treat.
And I'm going to go in again next Wednesday because Vanguard changed their whole menu yesterday. So
Can I come?
Well, I don't know what you're going to eat.
I did all right with that. With the duck one.
That's true. They got. I think it's
So if
like
they got something like that, I could probably do it.
I'm sure it's something in foie dog they have now. Is it maybe pork belly and foie or something insane?
Pork belly and foie?
Something like
Stop
that.
it, Dave.
Yeah, it's silly.
They don't have that.
Well, we can look it up later, but
All
it's
right.
something along those lines.
Alright.
It's worth it. What have you been up to, Bri?
What did I do? I watched a ton of soccer on Saturday.
I know.
Got a new job. Started that on Monday.
Yeah. Terrific.
Told one of our procurement guys he's a soccer fan to listen to the pod. So we might get a new listener out of my new career.
Yeah, you could have procured us a new listener.
Ooh, Dave, he's on fire already, everybody. Look out for this guy.
Zinger after zinger.
Alright, let's go to the Premier League table. Let's just kick it off. What?
Don't look at the table.
You
You
know,
should never look at the table in August.
Alright, let's look at the table. Who's half the league?
I don't know. Man United.
We'll
Probably.
just look at the games for
Yeah.
this week. Hull City, huh? Should we start there?
If you want. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Dave?
It was kind of surprising. It's about us all I've got. Well, not
Did
really.
you watched it, right? Did you watch most of it?
I watched most of it, yeah.
They just didn't seem like they...
Who's Leicester? Or...
Leicester. Leicester didn't seem like they could be bothered.
Mahrez didn't look arsed.
No, but now he just signed a new 4-year deal.
With, I'd imagine with the release clause in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Surely.
it's gotta
You'd hope
be.
so.
Because all the talk was he wanted to go to Arsenal. Like, ooh, hello.
Popular.
That was... Going into that weekend was... It was basically... It was done. He just wanted to go. And then they said...
Here's all the money.
Here's all the money. Just stay. And he's like, okay.
Oh, yeah. I just don't...
So maybe he'll be a little bit more committed going forward, but we'll see.
Well, he's not going to go January anyway, we wouldn't think. Now,
No.
I think they...
Unless they get some sort of an inordinate amount of money for him.
Yeah. I think they may have miscalculated their team selection a little bit, though. They should probably have kept old Shinji up front, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Musa... I like Musa better coming in on... Plus... He's a guy that if you need to, you can just stick him out wide, too. Because he did that a lot for CSKA last year, coming in off the left.
He's like a number 10 almost, but 4-4. Yeah, it was almost 4-4-2 pretty much, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just all pace, and then they brought Okazaki and Usho on at the end, and it was just a bit...
It's too much.
It's just not going to work. You better do the other way around. And Okazaki was good last year.
But like, why would you mess with a good thing? Like, you know it works. The reason Okazaki works with Vardy so well is because Okazaki does all the dirty work.
Yeah, he bothers defenders.
Yeah. And then he makes the runs that pull defenders away so Vardy has clean lines to run through. Yeah. So Musa wasn't doing that. Musa's a guy that needs to be on the ball for him to be effective.
Yeah, he's kind of driving forward. Yeah, he's very similar to Vardy.
Yeah.
Presumably less racist.
Well, we never know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they just didn't seem... at the races. But they were quite good in the Charity Shield against Man United the week before.
Yeah, that was a better game.
I don't think it's a disaster for them.
No,
It's just one game. They'll be fine.
yeah.
It was good.
I think what it showed more of is that everybody thinks Hull City are clearly going down. They probably still will.
They still will, yeah.
But I think it proves how competitive this league is going to be this year too.
Yeah,
You can't say, oh, it's Aston Villa, we can just show up and probably get 3 points out of this. It's going to be more of we have to put in at least half a shift if we want something out of this game.
Yeah. And maybe it showed as well that Leicester are going to have a bit more of an issue with the people are actually going to finally go, they're quite good.
Yeah.
So we won't just play a high line and let them attack us. Or let them hit us on the counter-attack, rather.
Right.
But no, I'd forgotten how good Snodgrass was as well. He was always a good player.
Very good, yeah.
But last time...
I wouldn't say very good, but he's certainly serviceable.
Scotland squad quality.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
You could say the same about Steve Naismith.
Yeah, or anyone Scottish. But yeah, he did it. He was pretty good. He's always been good with a dead ball and stuff. He's a nice passer, and it was a pretty nice finish.
It was a really good finish.
Well, he was their best player, along probably Andy Robertson as well, another Scotsman. He's a really good left back, I think. He's a more...
Scotland's full of left backs. They got Shinnie, Robertson, Kingsley.
There's a wee fella that plays for Celtic. I've forgotten his name. I think he's Scottish. Tierney, maybe he's Irish. Could be. He's good though.
Yeah.
Either way, got at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pretty good. And yeah, I think Leicester will be fine, and Hull will still get relegated.
Okay.
He's still going 3rd place for Leicester. You're going to make a knee-jerk reaction after one game.
Well, you could tell...
You lose all context.
You could tell that they miss Conte a lot.
Yeah,
Andy King is not. It's not the same guy.
No.
And maybe once who's the replacement they got
Mendy.
for Mendy?
Nampalys Mendy, is that his name?
I think once he gets up to speed, he could be that kind of player, a ball-winning, hard tackling,
a terrier.
Yeah, run everywhere type of player. Because that's what that team needs, I think, to be successful. They need a guy to control the midfield because. They play 4-4-2, and there's only 2 central midfielders.
Yeah.
One of them has to be that guy.
Yeah.
And they didn't have either of those kind of guys in there.
Well, Andy King normally sits a bit further forward than your Kante would.
Mm-hmm. And Drinkwater, a solid player.
A deep line playmaker, sort of.
Yeah.
Might being a bit generous.
Yeah, he doesn't really do that.
He's not really Pirlo, is he?
No, I don't
But he's good. He's very effective.
He's an effective player, but he's not... He doesn't do what Conte does.
No. Well, no, that's why they had Kante.
Yes.
I think Schmeichel wasn't looking very hot either.
No, he wasn't. That throw clearance for this, was it for the first goal or the second goal?
I think it was the second one.
The second goal.
The first one was from a corner or something.
Yeah. Where he tried the long clearance and he threw it right to the winger. It was like, oh. All right.
We've both done that in FIFA while drunk, but not while playing the Premier League sober.
Who knows? Maybe he was drunk. Maybe they're still hungover from all the parties.
Well, he's got to watch himself because they actually have a proper... Like, Ron Robert-Zieler is a good goalkeeper. I'm kind of surprised he went to Leicester. He could have gone to Everton, he'd be starting. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand We've talked about having 2 good goalkeepers before. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Should we go in order of... watchability?
Well, we've already started wrongly then.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, going forward, I started with that one because that was the first game of the season. So
yeah, let's do it because a lot of these Saturday 3 PMs are gash.
Were terrible.
Right? Just fairly mundane.
But go ahead.
I was going to say, we can just blast through it?
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we just give it the rundown.
I think I accurately predicted the Palace West Brom.
Yeah, you did.
Rubbish game 1-0 West Brom.
Yeah.
Palace need a striker.
2 managers that nobody likes.
No.
I was talking about that today. Like Dyche, Pardew, Allardyce, Pulis. They're all kind of the same guy.
Pulis is Welsh, so he's slightly different. He's still an irritating little turd. I don't get it. And their team was crap. It's like all their players are central players apart from Matt Phillips. Everyone else is either a central defender or a centre midfielder or Salomon Rondon. It's rubbish. And fair enough, they won.
Yeah, but
good for them.
They beat Palace.
Good for them. I'm sure their fans are going to enjoy watching 19 games of that crap at home.
Yeah.
Ugh. God, I hope they get relegated. That'd be absolutely terrific.
Poulos isn't getting relegated. You
I
know. You know
but
it's not.
It's like Allardyce last year. He's not going to get relegated, and he didn't.
My chums, the Swans,
Nice.
going into Turf Moor, coming away with 3 points. A nice goal that was worked in that one, actually.
Yeah.
Montero was brought on in the second half to
Replace Mr. Anonymous.
But the thing is you can't play both Barrow and Montero because then you don't give any defensive cover to your fullbacks. So you need at least one winger to do something. But
maybe Barrow could do it if you told him, if you asked him really nicely. You can run quite fast. It's like, you can run fast to stand 10 yards from
the thing I really like about Barrow is he's interchangeable on either wing.
Yeah.
So like halfway through, or at the start...
Well, they switched him in Routledge, right?
They switched him in Routledge towards the end of the first half because Guidolin rightly noticed, and it was pointed out in Vital Swansea's match analysis that came out today, that their right fullback, their right back, was completely exposed because the right midfielder was playing basically behind both strikers.
Yeah.
So he had no help. So that's why he moved Barrow over to the left. They swapped, so that he could have an easier, because they basically had two fullbacks to make sure that Barrow didn't stop them. So then they just switched it.
That's good as well because Routledge is not. Well,
they just stuck him out there basically.
But Barrow's pretty direct. You know, if he's on the left, he's going to get it. He's going to cut in and drive in, and that opens up space for Kingsley, who's much more capable of going forward than.
And I think that's what Guidolin likes too. He likes his teams to be more direct, especially in the wings.
Yeah.
And especially when you have a guy like Llorente, you want to be whipping crosses in as often as you can.
Absolutely, especially when you're that good. Oh, I love it. Every time he comes into me, he just takes it down.
Yeah.
Little pass. Beautiful. Oh,
that was him in next week with him and Gylfi. That link up is going to be very tasty.
Home to Hull, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Could be dirty. Could be a lot of goals scored.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
But no, Llorente looks a good signing for sure. Just they were missing that completely last year. I mean, even Boney didn't really offer that kind of. I mean, he did to an extent, but not to that quality.
No.
Llorente holds the belt, like, he just catches it off the chest, and it just falls to his feet. And it just, where do you want to play?
Like, Boney's like a really good battering ram. And Llorente's proper kind of
classy,
cultured continental, which is a stereotype, but in this case it's accurate.
But the goal was very nice.
Yeah.
The cross in from Montero as he's done. I mean, hopefully, he's very much a sub. I think he's like the perfect sub.
He has to be.
He's like the perfect. If you want
last 20 minutes,
just let him run at a fullback that's been running up and down the pitch for 70 minutes, and
like Leicester should have done with Musa.
Right, exactly.
Just a bit of pace and directness.
A nice little cross, nice little flick on header.
Yep.
That was probably going to go in if it weren't for a nice save, and then fair charging forward. Little tap in.
Job done.
Mm-hmm.
I was sure he'd scored last season. I was surprised it was going to go.
Yeah,
Couldn't believe it.
And Guidolin rightly said after the game, he said, I'm trying to try and do a direct quote.
Don't do the accent, no.
Last year,
you've done
this game, we lose. That's what he said.
Yeah, and he's right.
And he's probably right. They had 7 corners, and they were all defended very nicely.
Let me tell you reason number 409 why I hate the BBC coverage, right?
Because they said it was a penalty, right?
No. Oh. They had a for one of the corners, I guess, early on. One of the pundits or whatever, some twat, who cares? He said, "Oh well, it's going to be tough for Swansea in set pieces this season. They're really going to miss Ashley Williams at corners." And what did Ashley Williams do in corners last season? Stood at the front corner of the 6-yard box in the near post and let the ball go over his head every time. He was the worst. He didn't mark anybody ever. No, we never understood what his job was.
Yeah,
and the BBC are just blindly going. Oh,
like they would have when Monk was there, he would be standing basically at the near post.
Yeah, he was like in front of the
and then like Gylfi Sigurdsson would be marking like the most dangerous person.
Yeah,
it's like what? How does that make any sense?
It's stupid.
Yeah.